Hey family, welcome back to the channel. If you're new by chance, my name is Peggy. Welcome to another vlog. So, hi, how have y'all been? It's been a rough one, huh? God's got us. That's all I can say. God's got us. Yeah. So, take a breath. Things will be okay eventually. If you know, you know. But anyway, welcome back to the channel. Donald and I have completed our across the world, was it across the world, across the globe tour of the western portion of the map.
Yes.
When I tell you, I don't want to ever see another mountain in my life. I don't ever, when this is over, I'm going to show you guys some breathtaking views. Now, the mountains, you know, when you see them on TV, they look nice. They just look nice. But in person, you're an ant looking up at these big mountains. And it could be kind of scary. And so for the most part, I was not able to enjoy the mountains because y'all know I have a fear of heights. And so it was scary for me. I don't know how Donald handled all of those mountain views, but they were just as scary as they could be, right? So yeah, we're back home right now. We've made it back to Missouri. So as you can see in the background, we're at yet another hotel. So I guess one day we will just sit down and talk about the entire trip if you're interested in that. But I want to say the train ride was amazing. I loved it. The train ride, we have to do that again, but on a bigger scale, because that was just really a short trip. It was what, 6.5, 7 hours, but it was really nice and we enjoyed the views. And I know Donald enjoyed it because he could sit back and not drive and he could really take in the view. And so he really enjoyed it. But we're going to try probably over the summer to do a longer train ride where we could actually rent a sleeper cabin to see how that works out. And yeah, I think that's what Donald want to do. So I'm going to bring him in. Come on, player. Say hey to the fam. It's been a minute.
Hey, what's going on, fam? I'm overdue for a haircut, so the gray is peeking out a lot more than
I told
usual.
him.
I'm gonna be taking care of that today, fam. But hey, how y'all doing?
He didn't want to get on camera. I kind of forced him. Listen, I said, boy, you got a bang in the front and on the side, okay?
That is a lot of gray.
That is a lot of gray.
Dang.
That's what happened when you married Peggy. But anyway, y'all, we have just been enjoying ourselves immensely. Donald needs to go get a haircut. DJ needs to get a bath. And so we're just going to make a day out. So yeah, I just wanted to come in and check in with you guys just to let you know. Some of you guys have been writing, asking, and we're good. We're good. We're just a little tuckered out from all the travel. We bit off a little bit more than we could chew. It's different in the RV, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because in that RV, you could park it for a couple days. You could live. You know, you're at home because your home is with you. Yeah. So this trip has been interesting to say the least. You know.
Another thing with the RV is, you know, when you stay in hotels and you might see it listed as a 3-star hotel, and you get there and it's just a little bit more disappointing and not what you expected. We know what to expect when we have our RV and everything.
Exactly, because you got home with you.
It's your home with you. And so, yeah, it's RV. I mean, hotels are different, fam. I don't know when the last time you stayed in them, but
well, we just stayed in so many.
We stayed in so many.
Because we drove until we could, well, Donald drove until he couldn't drive anymore. And so we had to pick with what we had. Mm-hmm. So we tried to stay 3+ because we're finding that some hotels are labeled a 4. Mm-hmm. But in actuality, they're a 1.5 or a 2. If you can get a 1.5, some of them are 2. But what can you do when you're at their mercy and you're driving through? You just need a place to lay your head, to get up the next day and do the same thing over again. So we switched up our route, so that's why we could. Now on the way there, it was perfect. We picked the hotels before we got there, and we were able to, finagle some things. But then on the way back, we were like, okay, we're going to shorten the trip, and we're just going to go through Colorado, and we're going to stay in places, and we could go look at them before we buy them and whatever. And yeah, it was not the best idea, but it worked. So we're not even worried about that. Like, we stayed at the best of the best and the worst of the worst, and it still worked out to our benefit.
There you go.
So I wouldn't take it back because it was great, and DJ enjoyed himself immensely. We got to see places that we've only heard of, and we got to see the snow on top of the Colorado mountains and stuff like that. But like I said, in another video, if you guys want us to sit down, and we've done a lot of recording so we could put it together in a video to kind of show you, but we did some recording, but we didn't do a lot of recording because we just wanted to live in the moment, because I don't think we'll ever get this kind of freedom again to like take months off and do what we want to do, because life is real, right?
Life is real.
And so we had a good time. What would you say?
We had a very good time. I'm really glad we did it. Like I said, it was a little bit of struggles here and there, but it was like an adventurous struggle. So
that's what it was. Peg and Don's big adventure, because that's exactly what it was.
Yeah,
it was an adventure. And yeah, so now I'm going to tell you the biggest problem we had with the hotels, because I don't want y'all to think I'm sitting here complaining. But when you have a puppy DJ, all hotels don't accept dogs. No. And so we're at their mercy. It wasn't like we couldn't find a place to stay, but the better places don't accept dogs.
Yes.
And then when the better places do accept dogs, they have certain rooms that are dog friendly. And when those are gone, they don't offer anything else. And so, that's what kind of the hotel thing. But that was the biggest thing on this trip, is trying to find a place to stay. Because I told Donald, I was like, you know what? I'll just sleep in this car at a rest area, but you don't want to do that because that's not safe. But again, traveling by car is way different than traveling by RV, and the RV had us spoiled. And so we saw some amazing RV parks out there.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, if we had the RV, we could park over here. I mean, me and Donald found yet another place that we would love to live. Where was that place up in the mountain? Was that Colorado?
Yeah, it was Colorado. It was the Vale in Colorado. And there was another place after the Vale, in between the Vale and Denver. I forgot the name of the place, but I got a little video clip I'm trying to share with you of just a little grocery store in the surrounding area right there. But it was very, very nice.
It was very nice. It was a really nice mixed community, a little bit of everybody there. Yeah. And it felt
everybody was so welcoming
homely.
To it.
Yeah.
Everybody walked by, like, hey, how's it going? Hello. Yeah. I was just like, wow, everybody here is just so happy and relaxed.
Yeah, and I see why, because if I could wake up to that scenery every day and just sit out, I would love it too. So, yeah. So that was that. So today we're going to head back over to the big house, and to lift my spirits, I'm going to start with Christmas.
Oh.
To lift my spirits. It's been a couple depressing days around the world. Right. And so I'm in all these groups on Facebook, and everybody's decorating and showing their beautiful trees and stuff like that. So I say, why not? Let's just jump in head first. Now, if I was at home at my house, Christmas would have already happened. Because Christmas for me, and I know they say you're rushing, you're not giving thanks, and I understand it. I understand it. But this is just me. This is how I feel. But after Thanksgiving, it's Christmas. And then that last week of the month, it's Thanksgiving, and then it's Christmas again. So the decorations kind of tie together a little bit. So we're going to go over to the big house, because I know I left like a couple Christmas trees in the basement. I don't know what condition they're in, because we went there last year and they decorated the tree. They did pretty good. So I was proud of my son and Cameron. They did a good job trying to decorate. But my son reminded me, he was like, Mom, we got those Christmas trees in the basement if you want to do your thing. And I was like, well, I mean, if I must, I'll come out of retirement for you, son. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. So Donald and I are getting ready to go over to Scott Air Force Base. Do y'all remember about a year or two ago, I went to Scott Air Force Base and they had turkeys for like really, really cheap. So I'm going to go over there now to see if they have a turkey sale so I could get my children a turkey for Thanksgiving. I think I paid like $5 for a 25-pound turkey, something like that. Was it $5
Yeah.
for a 25-pound? But I mean, I haven't seen it like that since. But I'm gonna go over here and look. It don't hurt to look, because I'm not gonna be in St. Louis for Thanksgiving. But because I asked the children, I'm like, well, they're not children, but I asked my children, what would you like? Do you want me to be here for Thanksgiving or do you want me to be here for Christmas? Because you can't have both. So they chose Christmas. So I'm good with that. So Donald and I will be scurrying along and getting our Thanksgiving together. What we gonna do for Thanksgiving, player?
I got nothing. I got nothing for Thanksgiving. I just want, as long as I get my stuff in my mac and cheese, I'm good to go.
You don't want to go to a restaurant?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, well, I guess I'll be cooking dinner for the both of us.
I can get it early. I'm just saying, no, if these are for Thanksgiving, I don't know about eating on Thanksgiving, though.
Mm-hmm.
We can have our food whenever, but eventually I'm getting me some stuff in the mac and cheese.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I love cooking for Donald because he enjoys the meal, so why not? And my children I've been cooking so much, so much, and they have been enjoying it. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get the day started. Where's DJ?
He's back here taking a nap.
Is he? Where's the poo-poo? Oh,
What's up, buddy? What's up?
Hey, Pookie. There you go. As you can tell, DJ loves hotels. We've been getting the 2 beds, and he has just been enjoying himself. Mm-hmm. And so we just let him have at it. Now, this bed is so tall. When Donald brought him in from his walk, he ran so fast and hopped on this bed and just disappeared into the cover. And I was like, you got to stop doing that, player. You're going to hurt your back.
Your little skinny back.
But he wants to be in this bed. And I know when things get back to regular living, he is going to miss it because he's going to be back in his little doggy thing because he will not be sleeping in my bed. But anyway, fam, we're just going to come here, start the video, and I'm going to bring to you guys a couple recipes next week because I want to try some desserts next week for Christmas. I mean, not for Christmas, for Thanksgiving. I want to share a couple desserts with you for Christmas. I think that you'll enjoy them, and it may be new or may not, but I know I want to do the sweet potato cheesecake. And then I want to do another dessert with you. Just, give you some options for Thanksgiving, because my kids have a lot of requests for Thanksgiving. And like I say, I won't be here. I'll be leaving the week before. And I don't know if I could make desserts that would last that long unless they freeze them. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't work.
No, and for one thing, if I make them, my son just gonna come in and eat them up. So I don't know what they gonna do, fam, but my baby is 35, so I'm not worried about it. They will be fine. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get the day started. I just wanted to open up the vlog and tell you guys that, hey, we're back home. Things are getting back to normal as best we could do. So we will see you in the next clip, fam. All right.
What's up, fam?
Yo.
So it is the next day, and this is what I want to call this segment of the video. We try these things so that you don't have to.
There you go.
All right? So we went down the rabbit hole of TikTok yesterday, and we saw this thing called a pickle witch. Pickle witch?
Yes. And she showed it to me.
Yeah, I showed her the pickle witch, and I'm like, hey, when I was growing up, we would eat pickles, and we would stick the peppermints down the middle of them, and it just gave that pickle a different kind of flavor, and you suck all the juices out of it. Delicious. I haven't had a pickle like that in over 20 years. I might have to try that again.
I don't know what caused me to shake my head more, the idea of sugar on grits or the idea of a peppermint inside of a pickle. But my head is shaking. I'm just like,
we have to try because Donald don't know what he's missing. I'm like, you got to stop knocking it till you try it, player. But anyway, so we went to Jimmy John's and we got a pickle witch,
yes.
Right? Now, this costs just the same as a regular sandwich, just shorter and everything else. You can only get two types of sandwiches. They have a turkey, and then they have this other
Italian,
one. It's Italian. And so the majority of the people said the Italian was their favorite. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. So if you love pickles like I love pickles, then you should love this sandwich. So let's take a look at it. We're unwrapping her. Oh,
it's definitely shorter than the other sandwiches.
Yeah, because it's very little, right? Okay, so they cut it in half. They cut it in half for us. All right, so this is the inside of the sandwich.
You can see the green. That's definitely a pickle. It was not a joke.
So do you want to bite, or you want your own half?
I'll take my own half.
Because he's not about to waste my sandwich.
I'll take a bite.
So he can take a bite.
There you go.
All right.
Choice, tell him what to do anyway.
Hey, what channel is this? All right. So it looks so tasty. Remember Lucille Ball? It's so tasty too.
How did they
The
come up with
Vitameaty Veggie Girl. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm going to tell you what. It's very sloppy because the juices from the pickle are really going down. Let me see if I can open it for you guys. So what they do is they take the pickle, cut it in half, and scoop out the mushy middle. And then they put tomato. They wrap the meat and the cheese together, and then on the other side they have a little lettuce and onion.
Want to put a little mayo on it?
Sure.
Wow, there's a lot of mayo and mustard. So the mayo isn't, that's mustard. Here you go.
I want mustard on mine.
Here you go.
So why package them in the same color wrap?
Yeah, just to throw you off. You're not a mustard guy?
Not a mustard guy. DJ might be. I'm gonna need him to back up.
See, they got the cute little mayo packets.
Helmets.
So, do you want me to go first, or you want to go
first?
first?
I definitely want you to go first.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little mayo. I'm gonna go on this side since Donald would prefer to have the meat portion of anything. All right, I'm going in, fam.
You didn't say anything. Oh. Oh.
You gotta seriously love pickles.
You can't talk and chew at the same time.
Oh.
That is my most favorite sandwich. I love everything about that sandwich. is so good. See, he can't even deny. Donald is a person that doesn't like pickles on his hamburgers and stuff like that. So when we do eat out, the first thing he does is discard all his pickles, get rid of them.
That's
That is
good.
really good. I told you. You want the rest of it? I'm gonna eat the other half.
Yeah, I'll eat the rest of this half.
See, I keep telling
I
you.
don't know why it's good.
You want some more mayo?
Yeah, let me
Put
get
some more
another mayo on
there.
there. I don't know why it's good.
Yeah, you back up.
DJ's back there acting like he didn't eat. We fed him before we got here.
DJ is always hungry.
DJ is always hungry.
Like these.
That sandwich,
Chef.
fam, I am not even pulling your leg. That sandwich is really, really good. Now, you still going to pay $9, $10 for it. But it's really good. But, see, I would just get my own, make my own now, you know, because I make those salads in the jar. So now I know.
Why is that good?
Now I know I can make my own sandwich, but this is amazing, family. I'm telling you. Now, Trey, what kind of sandwich did you get, player?
What was it called? The bootlegger.
The bootlegger.
It's on the sandwich.
That sandwich
Yeah.
is really good, family. I'm telling you. Like, I would order it again. Would you order it again? See what I'm saying? Donald likes to count himself out so much that when he likes stuff, he's shocked that he likes it.
No, it don't make no sense why it's good.
It's a sandwich. Well, it's I don't know what it is, but it's got all that Italian meat that you like.
Yeah.
It is really good, family. I would buy it again. One girl, she was eating and she was like, and then she said Jimmy John's has the best potato chips. If you get the potato chips with the pickle sandwich, it is amazing. Now, I didn't get the pickle. I didn't get the potato chips because I'm finding that gluten is not my friend. I was just told this by my doctor. I had to go have some tests done for other things. You know, when you get older, you got to have those tests done. And they were like, yeah, gluten is not your friend. So I'm trying to not to eat so much gluten. So I was like, let's just try this sandwich because I'm sure pickles. In Missouri, most people say purple.
Purple?
But, well, it's St. Louis. But I don't think pickles have gluten. I don't know what gluten is, but it must be good because they don't want me to have it. So gluten is not my friend. So we're trying all these different things, you know, so I can get myself under control. But anyway, yeah, this sandwich was really, really good. So if you ever get a chance,
Yeah.
try it out. I'm telling you, you'll love it. But I'm just gonna go buy a jar of pickles because I've been making so many Kool-Aid pickles since I've been here. Because of Trey and my daughter Portia and my son's girlfriend. Oh, Cameron eats them too. I think everybody in the house eat Kool-Aid pickles. So I have just been making Kool-Aid pickles. Like, we go through jars of pickles. Like, Cameron came home because I'm telling them how to make the Kool-Aid pickles. And she come home one day and she's making them for all her friends. And I'm like, pump your brakes, boo, because these supplies are not free. But yeah, so we've been making Kool-Aid pickles like crazy. So we've been buying pickles, and we're gonna have to try this when I'm making, because I'm still making Donald those salads in the jar.
Yeah, those. Oh, I love those salads.
So it's the same meat, and we're just using pickles. So
this is a much better way of having a sandwich because, you know, bread is all the carbs. So now you're cutting out carbs.
yeah.
You're probably cutting out gluten.
Well, they have an unwich too, which is a sandwich wrapped in lettuce instead of bread.
Okay.
So Jimmy John's also have the unwich, and I'm sure it's just as good. But I'm just a lover of pickles, and so I will always have it this way. Now, I'm not going to come here because I'm not spending $9, $10 for a sandwich when I can make it at home. You know how your mama say, we got that at home.
We got that at the house.
We got that at the house. So, because a jar of pickles, I think at Walmart, a big jar of pickles is like $8, $9.
You can imagine what would be at Costco or something, boy. You about to get.
Oh, and we haven't been to Costco in a minute.
We haven't been there in a while.
We need to go. We might go on Saturday. Because right now, I'm just trying to find joy in my life. And you know what makes me happy right now? the thought of Christmas. So everybody's telling me it's too soon, but we're getting ready to put these Christmas trees up. Now, I'm going to put this Christmas tree up at the house, right? I'm going to put the Christmas tree up. Because my son asked, he was like, well, Ma, you always put the Christmas tree up now that Halloween is over. I was like, good idea, young man. When I come back in April, that tree is still going to be up.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they're not going to take it down. Because when I was talking to, the last time I put their tree up, and I was talking to my daughter FaceTime, and I think it was like March 20, it was like almost St. Patrick's Day. I want to say that. And she was walking through the house. I say, Tiffany, is that a Christmas tree? She was like, oh, you wasn't supposed to see that. I was like, if y'all don't take that doggone Christmas tree down, I mean y'all better take that tree down. But I used to watch Braxton Family Values, and Toni Braxton keeps her tree up year round. Mm-hmm. And she takes all the glam off the tree, right? So she'll just have like the Christmas lights and a few ornaments, because she'll take all the big stuff off the tree. And she leaves her tree up year round. And I was like, that's a great idea. Look at Donald. That ain't no great idea.
Hey, baby, I support you. If you decide to leave the tree up, that just lets me to take down, you know.
No, I'm not going to do it, because after a while you get tired of looking at it. I'm just going to be honest. Because last year I thought I would leave my tree up until February, and by the middle of January I was like, yeah, this tree got to go. Because when you're deep cleaning, you want to get all that stuff up out the way, so we ain't going to do that.
Yeah. You had the little frosting on it too, the little white spray stuff.
The flock.
The flock, yeah.
And I got a lot of flocks. Everybody has a really good, listen, if you have not been to the at-home store and Michael's and Joann Fabrics, you should get there. You should get there. They have some amazing things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so people who know that I love Christmas have been writing me saying, Peggy, have you been to Burlington? Have you been? I'm like, no. And I was like, I started to feel better, you know. So, yeah, that's that. So, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to let Donald finish his sandwich and Trey finish his sandwich. We stopped at Wendy's because Wendy's has is it any size drink for $1? Is that just for today?
No, that's something they started last week, I think. Last week? Yeah.
So let me show y'all Donald's drink.
Ooh, that's about a 2 liter. That's about it's over a liter. I promise you.
$1.
It's over a liter.
I'm trying to get away from soda, so I'm not gonna have any. But yeah, $1. So Wendy's, if you so inclined to do so.
Yes.
But anyway, fam, we're gonna eat lunch and then I'm gonna call y'all back when I get to the house.
All right.
All right, fam.